Hi guys, good morning. I'm happy to see some of you already using up the chat box. Please refresh your page. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but I'm going to type in the chat box right now to ask you rather to refresh your page. So I'm going to do that right now, and I want to check in on you guys. Let me know please in the chat if you can see and if you can hear me. All right, so let's see who's here. Marcy is here. So Marcy, hi Marcy. Please let me know if you can see and hear me, Marcy. I see some other people using actually viewing the video. I don't know if you are logged in as yet. If you're not logged into the chat, here's what you're gonna do. Just select the button on the left hand side, that blue streak right at the bottom of the chat. Click on that to log in, and it will populate with some social media icons. What you can do is use any of those social media websites to log in, and it will use your information from those sites, and you can log into the chat and chat with us. So please, let me just type it. Please refresh your page. All right, I'm just waiting on you to respond. Let me refresh my page, as a matter of fact. I'm refreshing my page just to make sure that we are actually experiencing the very same video. So once it comes up, I'm going to go ahead and I'm clicking play. Let's click play and see what happens. Waiting, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading, it's loading. Let me refresh my page, as a matter of fact. I'm refreshing. All right, so I'm live. So I'm waiting on you guys. Come on. I see a few people in the chat room. I did refresh, still not seeing. Click play once you refresh the page. All right, go ahead and click play, Marcy. Are you able to hear me? So I know Marcy can see me. I'm not sure if she can hear me. And I see some other people in the room watching. If you can, go ahead and sign into the chat. All right, just let me know if you can see me and you can hear me once the chat once you've refreshed your page and you click play. Let me know. Let me type that again. Refresh your page, refresh your page, and click play on the video to watch live. Here we go. That's it. So let's see. If I get a response from Marcy, then we're good to go. Marcy, she says she cannot see. I'm not sure why. Let me just try mine again, just to double check to ensure that it is indeed playing. The rest of you that are there, are you able to see and hear me? Let me know if you can see and hear me, because at this time, there's no point in doing this if you're not able to see and hear me. Because I need you to be able to benefit from what it is that we will be discussing, and I need you to be able to see and hear me live. Otherwise, I can just close down my computer and go do something else. But let me just do this. Let me click play just to double check. All right, mine is loading, so I'm waiting on it to load. See and hear me, because at this time, there's no point. All right, so mine is playing fine. Let's see what is happening here. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what the issue is right now. In doing this, if you're not able to see and hear me. All right, so my video is on. The video is on. My audio, not sure why. I'm not sure why you guys are not seeing the video. You're not seeing my face. Not sure why, but you should be able to. I'm looking at myself right here, but I'm not seeing me on the screen that you are seeing. So I'm not sure what is happening, but nevertheless, guys, please tune in and listen to what we're going to be discussed. Marcy, if you have to leave the video, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. You're in my online classes, so I'll let you know. And you have privilege to a lot of information. So I will let you know, Marcy. Before you go, though, please let me know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because if you can hear me, then I can go ahead. If you can't, then we'll have to try something different. So let me know if you can hear me. As long as you can hear me, we can go ahead. Not sure what is happening with the video, but I'll try and fix that some other time. The audio is the most important thing right now, so you can hear what it is that I'm saying. So let me know, Marcy, can you hear me? Let's see. I'm not sure Marcy is still here. In the event that she is not, I'm going to continue with the discussion. I'm going to continue with the questions. And for those of you who are watching and have not typed in the chat as yet, just if you have any questions while we are discussing and we're speaking, please just type in the chat and I'll address them as we go along. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Julia Barnes. Officially, I've been working online full-time for, well, since July of 2014, that's last year. And I've been making a steady income, a consistent increase, and I should say a consistent income and a steady increase rather for the past couple of months. Today, on average, I'm making over $1,000 per month just working online. So I have pulled together all my years of experience, because before working online, before delving into this thing full-time last year, I actually took a couple of years and researched a lot. When I said a lot, I mean a lot. I researched a lot about what it takes to really earn an income online, as well as I did some experimenting myself. I ended up being scammed about 3 times, lost over $200, and I found some legitimate opportunities, and those opportunities are the ones that I further explored. And today I'm sitting right now, I'm sitting on my bed in my bedroom, and I am earning an income from the internet. I don't need to get up and out of my bed and go to work in the morning. My husband goes to work, I don't. I send my son to the daycare, and I just sit here at home and do what I have to do, get it done, and get paid. So for those of you who are interested in this sort of lifestyle, then that's the reason why you are here. So welcome, 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 welcome. All right, I'm going to go ahead now and answer the first questions, because here's the thing. If you submitted questions to me on social media, Facebook, whether you want to email me or private message me, that's okay. I've collected those questions, and every month we are going to have one of these hangouts. This is the one for March, and then one for April is scheduled for the 27th of April. It's going to be a Monday morning at 10 a.m. right here on this same page. So every month we just put up a new video, and we have this live hangout session where I answer your questions about what it really takes to earn some money online. So the first question, these next couple of questions I pulled from Facebook page, questions that people just ask in general, and I'm just going to respond to them, because I understand that there are some people who really are clueless about what it is. They don't know anything. So we have to start from the very basics, as well as we address technical issues, because you move from one level to the next in order to really earn a substantial income online. The first question from Facebook was asked, can you give me a job? Now, previously, I was hiring. I was looking for someone to manage my social media for me, as well as in times past, I have put up job advertisements for various things that I wanted to get done for my business online. Unfortunately, I was not able to find anyone through those mediums, and as a result, I just resorted to hiring other people that I know who are working online and that they can do what I need to do and get the job done. So I no longer post ads and things in various Facebook groups and on Facebook because it really does not work for me. So personally, for my business, that's www.oijuice.com. I am not hiring anyone. But the point I think the individual was trying to make was, can I get them a job online? No, it is not. I personally don't have any jobs available, but I have resources on my website that can direct you to various jobs that you can apply for online. Now, everything that I post on my website is applicable to Jamaicans. So if you are living in Jamaica, you can apply for any of these positions. It doesn't matter if you don't have certain things in place. But one of the things that I recommend that you at least have a computer, access to the internet, and an email address. That's all you really need to get started working online. If you look right below the chat box, you see a couple helpful resources. Now the second and the third option that is below the chat box on this very page that you're watching the video, it gives you options for jobs where you can apply to work from home. The first one is a link to a few articles on my website that literally explains to you what it is for certain online jobs that are available to you. And the next one is a link to, another set of websites that will give you more information about where you really can find online jobs. So the first one is a list of online jobs that are available. The second one is another website that I highly recommend that you can find online jobs. So if you are looking for online jobs, these two resources can assist you. I'm still looking in the chat. Oh, I see. Who is this? Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Michelle says she's seeing. Okay. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I'm not sure what was happening with the others. I'm happy that you can see, Michelle. Awesome. So for those of you who are interested in online jobs, please click on those links that is exactly below the chat box right here. It says work from home online jobs. Click on them, go through the jobs that are available. One of the first ones that is listed there give you a list of websites that publish legitimate online jobs. The next one tells you about Click Worker, and that's another way that you can earn. The other one tells you about two more options, online jobs with Lead Genius and Life Bushido. And further down, you have options where you can work at Listverse. And I had some videos that I did some time ago that people asked me about legitimate online opportunities, as well as we have another option for Humanatic. So there are quite a few options are available. You just need to know what is legitimate and what is real. And you can trust the information that you get on this website, because I mean, I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't scam. I try to be as honest as possible. If I'm not sure about something, I tell you I don't know, and I go and research and find out about it. So you can trust the information that is there. And if you find that there's some flaw or some error in it, just let me know, and I'll try and figure it out. So use those two options to look for online jobs. All right, the next question that I have here on my, do I have to pay a fee? When it comes on to working online, you have those opportunities that are free, and all you need to do is apply, or just apply for the job or apply your skills in a certain area to get work done. And there are other opportunities where you may have to invest somewhat. No, not everything that you have to pay money for, and what I can't call it investing, is a scam. Because a lot of people tend to think that once you have to pay some money, it must be a scam. That is not true. What you have to learn to do is decipher which is real and which is a scam. Now, generally, if you have to pay money for a business opportunity, and it's always either a business opportunity or some sort of training, a business opportunity must have a product or a service that they are promoting. A lot of people will spend their money, and the person who enticed them to spend their money will say, okay, all you have to do is invite 2 more people and you make X dollars. And if they invite more people, you make some more money and some more money. That I don't promote that sort of thing where all you have to do is recruit people, because generally what in those cases what happens is, oops, oh Lord, I have my water and it just spilled. Excuse me, guys. Generally what happens is that you only get paid if the next person signs up. So if nobody signs up, you won't get paid. So essentially you're taking their money and put it in your pocket, and that's not a lucrative business model. You need to have some product or service to be selling, and in order to benefit from something like that. So you will find businesses, businesses that you are familiar with, like Avon, have that model where you have to pay a fee, you have to invest some sort of money to be a part of an Avon business. And in being a part of an Avon business, you get certain perks and certain opportunities. However, Avon has products that they sell, and in selling the products, you get incentives, as well as if you recruit other people to join Avon, you also get incentive. So that is a legitimate business model. You have things like that health food. Oh, this thing just normally just slipped my mind. I'm trying to remember the name of the health food business that's just not just, but is in Jamaica. Nevertheless, there are some companies where you have to invest in order to become a part of the business. Organic Gold is another one. If you know about Organic Gold, you have to invest some money to get the products, and then you sell the products as well as you recruit other people. It's the same principle online. There are products and services that you can sell, but you have to invest in order to get access to those products and services, and you also get an incentive for recruiting other people. If it's just all about recruiting alone, my advice to you, don't spend your money and get into it. That is just my plain honest view about investing in online businesses. Now, that is it for investing in online businesses. Another thing is that you can invest in training, and training is basically investing in education. When you come online and you want to learn something new, say you want to learn a skill in order to use that skill to do freelancing. For example, my students in my bootcamp courses, they pay me $10, only $10, to teach them how to navigate legitimate online opportunities and how to earn an income online. Note that $10 is an investment in their own education, because I am giving them the knowledge. I am teaching them all that I know about earning an income online. Now, why is that different? Think of it as if you're going to school, you're doing some CXC classes. You're eventually going to have to pay your school or your lecturer or your tutor to help you to pass your CXC. It is the same principle when you invest in education online. So if you're going to take a course and they charge you for a course, it is only valid that you pay your teacher, you pay your tutor, your lecturer, or whoever, or your coach to teach you all of these things. So that is the principle behind paying. Now, there are other opportunities where you don't have to pay any money. Freelancing is an exceptional opportunity, and I started freelancing. I delved right into freelancing last year, July, when I just started working online, and that's how I made my money. I made $34 after 2 weeks of working. It took some effort, it took some time, it took some patience, but I made that amount, and it was my motivation, and I kept going from there. And to move from $34 to $1,000 is a big leap, but it requires effort, it requires time. It's not like you're going to get up at a 9-to-5 job and go to your job 5 days a week and you're guaranteed a salary at the end. That is definitely a no-no. And a lot of people who get excited about working online and they don't realize that it is not like that. You have to put in some work into it. You have to put in some effort into it, especially since you have no boss over you looking over your shoulder and telling you to do this, and you have to meet deadlines and so on. You are your own boss. You decide how you're going to work, and you decide the amount of effort, and the amount of effort, the time and the energy that you put in is the amount of profit that will come back out. That's just the plain truth. It's not like you can go to your government job and sit down at your desk all day and you still get paid at the end of the month. Doesn't work like that online. You have to work in order to get paid. I'm checking the chat box to see if any questions or any comments are coming through. Remember, if you have any questions or you have any comments while I'm speaking, you can go ahead, type it in the chat box, or you can use the comments, that section that is below the video, and I will be able to see the questions and I'm answer them as we go along. I'm just going to share my screen with you just to show you what I am talking about. Sharing my screen. All right, so this is the video that is currently playing. Right here, we are on this page, oijuice.com/hangout. This is the video that you are currently watching. I hope you are able to see me. If you scroll down below that video, you will see the chat box. Last person that posted is Michelle, and I see 4 other people watching. Please let me know. Log into the chat and let me know you are here. Just use this button right here to log in, and you can go ahead, type your questions in here, and I'll be able to see it. So I just typed hi, and it came up automatically here. So that's all you need to do. If you don't want to type it in the chat box, just go all the way down here and type your question in the comments, and you can just post it, and that's it. So go ahead and do that if you wanted to ask me anything as I go along. All right, so I'm going to unshare my screen. Let us unshare the screen. Stop screen share, and you come back to looking at my pretty little face. All right, so the next question that came was from, let's go back over here. Oh, what's the catch? Yes, so a lot of people think when I say to them, you really don't have to pay any money. I mean, you can pay money depending on what you're interested in, whether it be a business opportunity, whether it be training to be able to master your skill. But then you don't have to, because there are other jobs, there are other opportunities that are there that are absolutely free. People said to me, what's the catch? And I think that's simply because a lot of people have only been exposed to scam to date. A lot of people have only been exposed to scams, and so they are fearful about putting their credit card or their Scotia Visa debit card out there into the world, not knowing who is going to see it, and they are fearful of paying money to any individual or any quote-unquote organization or company, because they're fearful of being scammed. And I understand that is a legitimate concern, because there are so many scams out there, probably more scams than there are legitimate opportunities, and I come upon a new scam, so I know they are out there. So when I say to people, you don't need to, there are free opportunities, and they're like, what's the catch? There really is no catch, guys. There is no catch. If you do your research, if you really intently sit down and research, use google.com. That search engine is your best friend when it comes down to research. If you do your own research and you really delve into some of these things, you realize that they are really free and really legitimate, and all you need to do is invest some time, invest some effort, and invest some energy in order to make them work for you. If you don't believe me, you can go ahead and ask other people that have been working online. I have people that I currently work with on my present job. I have people who I met while working online who do other things. I have one person who is a trainer in my bootcamp course, Sharian. She does her income exclusively on eBay. She's awesome at it. She makes an exceptional amount I shouldn't even say every month, because whenever she makes a sale, there comes a profit, and she gets her check every now and again from various companies she sells on eBay, and she didn't have to pay any money to go on eBay. It's just a matter of knowing what to do, knowing how to strategically implement all of the things that she needs to implement, make a sale and make her profit. So there really is no catch. You just need to research, and if you need some help with that, my bootcamp course is coming up in May. We are on the second week of our bootcamp training for our first batch of students right now. Yesterday we had a fabulous day. We looked at freelancing. Tomorrow we're going to delve a little bit more into, well, a lot more into eBay, because Sharon she's helping us actually to set up our own eBay store and profit from making sales on that website. So we are doing exciting things in the bootcamp, and Michelle is in the chat. She can testify to that. She is a member of my training course right now, and I'm pretty sure that Michelle is getting good value from what we're doing there. So if you are not sure where to navigate, you can always sign up for the training. You can always go on the waiting list, because registration is closed right now because our classes are going on. Once registration is open again for the next session that will begin in May, you can sign up, and it's not going to be expensive. I mean, the first cohort we only cost them $10, and that was simply just to cover the expenses for the course. So if you're really serious about investing in your education, then you can sign up for the bootcamp course. It's oijuice.com bootcamp, OIJUICE.com/BOOTCAMP. All right, so that I just posted in the chat box. Now, so really and truly, the honest truth is that there is no catch. There really is no catch. You just have to know how to navigate the scams, how to avoid the scams, and really invest in the legitimate opportunities. Estian, how do I generate an income online? I'm currently a college student who is looking to take the pressure off my parents. Now, that is absolutely amazing. I think I have two questions like that. One individual is in college and is trying to take the pressure of the parents. The other individual actually dropped out of college because they were not able to afford it, and they want to be able to make some money to get that reality going for them. Again, no, the beautiful thing about that, guys, is you can work online part-time, right? So even if you don't want to do this full-time, you don't want to spend 24, I shouldn't say 24, lots of hours around your computer, you can work part-time. And the thing is, you're working in US dollars. So when you convert that into Jamaican dollars to pay your school fee, you're making more than you actually think you're making. You know what I'm saying? There are people in my present job that actually go to college. Well, I knew of some of them who did their morning shift, went to classes, come back, finish some work, go back to classes, come back to work, and that was their day almost every day. And one person actually confessed to me that the money that she makes from the job is paying her school fee, it paid her internet, it paid her light, and it paid her water, and it paid her grocery, and she didn't have to ask her parents for anything. So it is something that you can do if you're just looking to supplement your tuition. If you really want a money to pay your tuition in full, then it is absolutely possible. If for somebody like that though, who's in college, university, or in a tertiary institution, I would recommend that if you want something steady, to really get an online job, because an online job will give you a more steady income than if you're just freelancing, where freelancing you don't always get jobs all the time. When it comes down to freelancing, it's slow in starting, but once you get cracking, you get more jobs as the time goes by. But if you have an online job, it's a more steady sort of income. If you are interested in an online job, I am going to send you again below the chat box. Go right below the chat box on this video and scroll down to the second option that is there. It says work from home online jobs, and there's a link, the link under that says online job. When you click it, it's going to take you to a new page that shows you a list of online jobs that I have on my website. The one that I am going to highly recommend for someone in a situation like this that is having, problems with your tuition is, let's see, the third option down. And the title of that article is Online Jobs with Lead Genius and Life Bushido. You are going to apply for that job at Lead Genius, and you're going to pray that you get through. The thing with Lead Genius is that they are very strict with who they select as their employee or to come on staff. They're extremely strict because they are looking for progressive people. So if you're not somebody who's progressive and smart and know how to navigate the internet, it doesn't make any sense. I advise you to just get some pep up on your skills, right? Your internet skills. So you need to know how to navigate things like Google, Skype, spreadsheets, and all the work. So you can read that article to learn a little bit more about Lead Genius. Apply for that job, and you never know, you might see me in the chat room, because that is one of the things that I also do online. I'm not in there as often as other people, but it's one of the things that helps to supplement my income on a monthly basis. They pay fortnightly, and the pay is decent. I can tell you that. There are lots of Jamaicans in the room that appreciate the job. So you can apply for that job, and you can get to do various tasks. You get a fortnightly salary, and you can use it to supplement your tuition. You can use it to pay your full tuition if you like. All right. So that is my highly recommendation for you. I'm not seeing any questions in the chat. I assume that the rest of you are just watching, and that's okay, because I have quite a few questions to go through from my list. I'm not sure I'll be able to go through all of them, but I'll do my best to see how much I can get covered. The next question is, I'm not good at sales. This was a comment that I pulled from a message that I received. The person was saying that I'm not good at sales. And one of the reasons they said that was because a lot of times you see people posting opportunities. It's always for somebody to sign up somewhere or buy something, and they assumed that in order to make any money online, you have to sell something. You have to be good at sales and try to push people and influence people to buy things from you. No, that is not true. If you're not good at sales, you can do freelancing. All you need to do to profit or to be successful at freelancing is, one, you must be able to write a good proposal. You know, when you find those jobs on the various freelance websites, you must be able to write a good proposal, and the proposal is really what is going to get you the job. If you don't know how to write well and write a good proposal, then you won't get those jobs. And I have an ebook on my website that speaks directly to that. Now, the other thing is that you must also be able to find a job. If you don't know where to find freelance jobs, I have a free ebook on my website, and at this point I'm going to open my screen share again just to show you exactly where the website is. So let's go. Sharing my page. I'm on the page that has the Google Hangout. I'm going to navigate away from that page a little bit. Now, if you click on any one of these options, let's click on the blog, and we'll wait for it to load. So these are my latest articles on my website. However, on the right-hand bar, you look over here, this second option right there says free ebook. Top 10 legitimate ways to make money online. That's a free ebook that I created last year when I just started, because I wanted to share with people what I knew about working online. These are the places that I go to find jobs all the time, anytime, freelance jobs in particular. And these are places that you also can find jobs. So if you click on that little book on the right hand side, it will take you to this page, and it tells you a little bit about what's inside the free ebook. 5 ways to spot and make money scam. And I had to do that because so many people kept asking me that, oh, Julia, why is it that everything I I find is always a scam. I want to know, how can I spot a scam? How can I avoid them? So I included that there. I have 7 platforms where you can learn and go to and learn and find freelance jobs. So if you want to do freelancing, if you want to use your skills and sell your skills and just apply for jobs that are related to those skills that are posted on freelance website every minute of every day, you can use any one of those 7 platforms. There's a platform for teachers. There's also another platform if you're into graphics and you're a techie sort of person, you can find jobs there. I tell you a little bit more about affiliate marketing and how you can sell online. All you have to do to get access to that ebook is essentially to sign up to my website, name, email, click the sign up button, and then you go into your inbox to confirm your account. Once you click on that confirmation link in your account, you get instant access to the free ebook, and you can use it at your own disposal anytime, anywhere, and use the resources that are there to start earning an income online. So that is where you can go in order to find freelance jobs. So if you're not good at sales, if you're not the best at selling, if you really you're not interested in selling or asking people to sign up or buy anything from you, then you can do freelancing. That's an excellent option. All right, I'm checking the chat room. Still not seeing much activity in the chat. I'm checking the messages below. All right, I'm going to the questions. Going back to my questions that I got. Do I need a PayPal account? That's the next question. Yes, you do need a PayPal account. If you're going to work online, I recommend 2 accounts that you must get. 1 is a PayPal account, 2 is a Payoneer account. The difference between those 2 is that with PayPal, with PayPal and Payoneer, you can spend your money online. When you earn money, you can spend it online. The only limitation is that with a PayPal account, it takes you about 30 to 45 days to get access to your money. So whenever, say you did a job on a freelance website, somebody paid you $70, 70 US dollars, and you want that money. With PayPal, it's a really tedious process, and it takes about 30 to 45 days to really get access to your money. And by the time you get your money, a lot of fees have been withdrawn from it. So between PayPal, between the check that they have to write on, and when it goes to the bank here in Jamaica, the bank is going to take some fees out of it. When it comes to you, get a lot less than you bargained for. So however, PayPal is widely accepted by most companies. PayPal is one of the most popular payment platforms on the internet. And so if you're going to work at all on the internet, you just have to have a PayPal account. But as I said, the disadvantage is that it takes you forever to get your money. So if you want your money tomorrow to do something, don't count on it. You're going to have to wait another 30 to 45 days. Payoneer is the new kid on the block. New in terms of a couple of years. Payoneer is way older than PayPal is way older than Payoneer. Payoneer is the new kid on the block. It's a UK company. The advantage with Payoneer is that they give you your own personal card. Oh, I don't have my card here to show you guys, but they give you a card, like an ATM card, but it's more a debit MasterCard. It's an international MasterCard that you can use like a credit card. The only difference is that you have to have money on it in order to spend. You cannot spend like a credit card and then pay the bank at the end of the month. No, with a Payoneer card, you have to have money on it before you can spend. But the advantage to having a Payoneer card over just a PayPal account is that with the Payoneer card, since you have an actual card in your hand, you can go to any ATM in Jamaica or across the world, most countries around the world, and withdraw your money instantly. So if you have your money on your account and you want your money tomorrow, you just go to your local ATM and you withdraw it, and you have your cash in hand. You can withdraw in US dollars, you can withdraw in Jamaican dollars if you like. It doesn't matter, it's totally up to you. Now not all organizations will use or accept a Payoneer, and not most organizations will accept PayPal, but I always encourage individuals, whenever they have to accept money online, opt to use the Payoneer card first, simply because you are going to have easier access to your money. If a company or an individual does not use or does not accept Pioneer card, then and only then you must use your PayPal, because with a Pioneer card it's much easier to get your money, but then everybody doesn't accept it, so you cannot use it all the time. So get a Pioneer card as well as a PayPal account. Now I have those links right below the chat box as well. Let's look for them. Are you kidding me? They're not there? I swear they were there. All right, guys, I'm going to put up the links for Payoneer and PayPal right below this when I'm done. I so thought they were there. I'm just looking again just to double check because I can't believe that I didn't put them. All right, I'm going to put them there as soon as we're finished so you guys can have the links to really apply for your PayPal account and for your Pioneer card. And what I would advise you is wait for the link to go up, because what happens is that if you use the link that I will put up, Pioneer will automatically give you $25 in your account absolutely free, no questions asked. And I was so pissed when I realized that I had already signed up for Pioneer and I did not get my free $25. So if you want just $25 just wait on the link. I'll put the link up when we're finished and you can go ahead and apply for your Pioneer and your PayPal accounts. Looking for the next question. All right, I am a mother of two. My highest level of education is high school. And I did not get any CXC and also did not go to tertiary institution. All right, so here's a mother of two. No CXCs, only went to high school and want to know if she can really earn an income online. The answer to you is yes. Now, one of the things that we do in our boot camp, and we did that yesterday, is help students to identify the skills that they have that they can use and sell online. Now, you have to understand that everybody has some sort of skill. Everybody has some sort of talent or knowledge that they are able to sell. It is amazing the things that people will buy online. And I mean, it never surprises me because after a while, I just get numb. First of all, I used to be like, people really buy that? Is to look at some things and see what people are making money from and like, really? People spend money for them somewhere? And after a while, I just sort of get numb to it. So nowadays, when I see some weird thing that somebody is selling and people actually buy it, I'm like, yeah, for you. People will pay money for crazy things like, okay, they just want their name beside your cat. There's one lady in Jamaica who all she does is use like businesses, they will send her their logo and she puts the logo beside her cat. Wait. All right, there was an airplane passing, so normally you just wait. All she does is put their logo beside her cat, take a picture of her cat and the logo together, and send it back to them, and they pay her $5 on Fiverr, and that is how she makes money. Believe me, it's ridiculous, but people do it. There was another person that I was looking at their profile yesterday, and she has a photo of business logo inside of her garden, in between some rocks. And people pay her to do that, to take a picture of their logo in some rocks. I mean, crazy things like that, and people are paying her to do it. But beyond that, though, if you have certain talents or certain skills, you can use those and sell them online. Because people nowadays, two things. The reason people spend money to employ people like you and I to work for them online is that, one, they're either lazy to do it themselves, or two, they don't have the time to get it done. And so they have to find somebody to do it for them, and if they have the money at their disposal, they will pay for it. For example, when I need somebody to do a cover for one of my books, I didn't know how to create the cover. I created a cover, I needed it to be done in 3D. I didn't know how to get it done in 3D. So I went on Fiverr, I hired somebody, I paid them $5 to and this is 5 US. When I speak in US dollars, by the way. Even though I live in Jamaica, I don't work Jamaican dollars because the currency of the internet is US dollars. And on some websites, you can get paid euro and US dollars as well. So when I quote a figure, it's generally in US dollars. So yeah, I paid somebody $5 to turn my book cover into a three-dimensional cover. And those are the things that are out there. I mean, I could have easily gone out and bought a software and do it myself, but the software is more expensive. So I don't have time to go buy a software and figure out to use the software. I just pay somebody who already know how to do it already. If you are a person who've ever done any sort of customer service in your job in your life, you have the experience to become a virtual assistant. And in this day and age, virtual assistants are making money. Believe me. In Canada has one of the biggest virtual assistant networks in the world, and these are women or men who sit around their computers and be like the admin assistants or the customer service support to small businesses in various different countries. So you have all the skills and all the talents that you need to earn an income online. You just don't know that you have it, you don't know how to pull it out, and you don't know how to apply it. And that is where I come in. So these trainings that I have, whether it be these live sessions on a monthly basis or the YouTube videos that are posted up on my channel, the articles that are on my website, or if you are a member of my training bootcamp, these are some of the things that we will delve deeper into, especially in the bootcamp training. And you get one-on-one access, one-on-one help, and just really take you through step by step to where you probably know nothing or you know a little bit, and to a place where you know a lot and you can implement those strategies and really start earning an income as soon as possible. So it doesn't matter if you think you don't have any skills. You do have the skills, you just don't know how to unearth them. And believe me when I tell you, you can sell anything online. I'm not joking. You really and truly can sell anything online. So whether you think you don't have any skills, and the other thing is, you don't need a formal education to work online. You really don't. All you need is a skill. All you need is a talent. You don't need a formal education to work online. You don't need to go to university. You don't even need to be in college or high school. Nothing of that sort. Once you identify your skill and once you're able to apply the strategies, then you're well on your way. All right. Let's see. Another question here. All right, I have another question that are basically similar in nature. These persons are looking for customer service jobs. So they're looking for customer service jobs and they're not finding any. They want my help in finding customer service jobs. The thing is, when it comes to working online, it's not very often that you will see the word customer service. Let me take a sip, sorry. It's not very often that you will see the word customer service. There are certain terms that might be slightly different online than they are for what you are familiar with. For example, virtual assistant. That is an online term. A virtual assistant is basically somebody who supports a business. And when you think of it, if you know what an administrative assistant does in any office setting, it's very similar duties and tasks that a virtual assistant will carry out. In an office, you have somebody sitting around a desk. We call them an admin assistant, or sometimes we can call them a customer service agent. You have them sitting around a desk, around a computer. They might answer the phone. They might talk to clients or talk to customers. They might read the boss's emails and file them in the relevant areas. They might be the ones to go through the emails and pull whatever information that is necessary for the business. They are the ones who are compiling reports at the end of the month, as well as they might be the ones who are just keeping abreast or keeping the employee files up to date. They might be the one who have to call the janitor. They might be the one who have to make connection with the bearer. Things like that an admin assistant inside of an office will do. When it comes on to when it comes down to virtual assistant, there are similar tasks that a virtual assistant have to do. So a VA, a virtual assistant, is also called a VA, is similar to an admin assistant, but except over the internet. So they will do things like answering phones. Yes, they do. They take calls over the internet for their bosses. They will do things like update social media pages. They will compile reports. They will maybe do marketing plans for their bosses. They will update different files for individuals. And all of this is done remotely via the internet. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling down to see the comment that is there. Okay. Right. So, all right, I'll get to that in a little while. So it's not very different from what you know, except that if you're going to be a virtual assistant, there are additional skills that you need to have. For example, a very popular skill that you must have if you're going to do a VA job is you must be able to know WordPress. You have to know how to operate things like Skype. You have to be able to operate things like sometimes Google spreadsheets is a must. Sometimes you need to be able to navigate social media and various social media accounts, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, Instagram. It doesn't matter. Whatever your boss, whatever small task that your boss require for you to do, those are the tasks that you are going to do. So when it comes down to looking for jobs, customer service jobs, then you have to look for things like virtual assistants. You might have to look for something like data entry. So data entry jobs are posted very often online. You might have to look for jobs, like a social media manager, things like that. You might have to look for jobs like a marketing assistant, or somebody will post a job, say a business support individual. Things like that. You won't see customer service plain and straight. You're going to have to break down all of the various different tasks that a customer service agent will do, and those are the things that you will look for. And like I said, a virtual assistant is one of the most popular one when it comes on to customer service, and that is one that you can look for. Data entry is also another popular one. Social media is also popular. So anything along those lines. You can also answer phones for clients, make appointments, book events and things like that. So when it comes on to customer service, you have to look out for those sorts of job postings. Let me read what is here. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Most companies won't hire a customer service rep outside of the US, Canada, Australia, UK, and other places. Plus, the work is stressing. Just set up an account on Fiverr and work for yourself. Sorry, Julia. I know. I do understand that a VA job can be very hectic, especially if you have more than one client. I know there are people who have scheduled their time in such a way that they are able to manage, but you need to know what it is that you are capable of. You need to know what you can take on. You need to know what you can manage. And in essence, when you schedule yourself like that, then you should be able to spread yourself out without spreading yourself out too thin. The only disadvantage I would see is if you have multiple clients in especially different time zones, because when it is 11 o'clock here in Jamaica, it might be 2 a.m. in some other country, or it might be 4 p.m. and your client is calling you. It's 4 p.m. for them and they want something done, and it's 11 o'clock and you are trying to get something else done for another client. So you have to be able to manage especially the different time zones that are there, as well as manage the number of tasks that you are really, really capable of taking on. I mean, people have done it in the past, so I know it's not impossible. And it can be stressing at times, but just know how to schedule yourself and to monitor yourself and manage your time well. And I think that once you get those down, then you should be able to handle doing something like this. You're saying most companies won't hire a customer service rep outside of the US, Canada, what do we say, Australia, UK, and that's one of the that's one of the disadvantages we face in Jamaica. I have had to deal with clients who did not want to hire a Jamaican just because I was a Jamaican. After some convincing, and actually he did hire me, but I eventually turned down the job simply because we just couldn't work it on the terms that he wanted me to work. I decided not to take the job. There are some biases that are associated with us in this part of the hemisphere, especially when it comes down to our language. A lot of people don't understand, and they don't believe that we can really speak proper English. And it's sad, but it's true. So those are some of the biases that you have to get over when it comes on to working online, because people will think, oh, Jamaicans don't speak good English, so I can't hire them to write this article for me. And you just have to get over that. So if you're going to make an impression in your proposal, or whether or not you're hiring for a job, then it is good to make a good impression the first time around. So whoever is reading your proposal, whoever is looking at your profile, is going to be so impressed that they really have no other option but to hire you for the job. So that would be my advice to you. We're coming up on 11 o'clock. Let's see, we have 5 minutes to go before we close off today. I am going to go through any other questions that I think I can do one more question before we close off. Let's see. All right. Let me see. This question says, any tips on becoming a social media manager? Oh my, that's a huge one. That's a huge one. When it comes on to being a social media manager, you have to be savvy in a lot of areas. You have to be able to know certain social media scheduling software that are out there, because it is really time consuming to be sitting around your computer every day just scheduling posts on social media, or just typing posts live and in real time. It's kind of time consuming, and it can be very frustrating to just sitting around your computer all day. I would advise you, the first thing, to get familiar with some scheduling software. When you use those scheduling software, and you have a software like Hootsuite, I'm always pronouncing that, Hootsuite, whatever it's called. That's one of this scheduling software that you can use, and there are so many others out there. I for one use the Hootlet, and I use it to schedule my posts whenever I find the time. And it's a very good software. It's absolutely free. Get familiar with a software like that. I would also advise you to go and get some information about social media. Personally, I do not teach that in my online course, and it's not something I do on the website either, but I can send you to places where you can learn to become a savvy social media manager. If you go to udemy.com, that's UDEMY, I am posting that in the chat, udemy.com. You can go there and you can search for social media courses. There are courses that are free, and there are courses that you will have to pay for. I personally search for the free ones first. So if there's not something free, then I'll spend my money and pay for a good paid course. But if you go to udemy.com, on Udemy you can find various courses that will teach you how to become a social media manager. And believe me, any course that is on Udemy is normally a good course, because it's a very good education platform where you can learn various skills, and then you can use those skills and translate them to making money online. So that is my top recommendation of where you can go to learn much more about becoming a social media manager. Let me just look through the comments. What do we have here? All right, so Sandra is saying, when you work online, do everything a thousand times better. Always aim to impress, and that's how I have so many return clients. Yes, once you keep your clients happy, they'll keep coming back to you for jobs. You will. All right, let me see this. I'm not sure I understand the last comment. It seems you will many other persons who will. I'm not sure what you're saying in the last comment, Sandra, but essentially, when you do work online, you always want to do an excellent job, because when you do an excellent job, then those individuals that you do that really, really awesome job for, they are more likely to come back to you when they need something else done. For example, the person who did the cover for my ebook, she was an excellent worker. She did a very good job. Her communication was very clear. We went back and forth on it for a couple of days, and I was just impressed with what she did and how she carried out herself. And mind you, whenever I need any sort of graphic or cover done, again, she is the person I'm going to go to first. I'm not going to be searching on Fiverr again to find somebody else when I know this person can do a good job. And that is the mindset of a lot of people out there. When you're working online, make sure you do an excellent job so you leave a good reputation and people leave good reviews on your profile, and then you will always have return clients. You keep them happy and they keep you smiling to the bank. And that is the truth about how it works online. All right, it's just about that time where we're close up. I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes just to post any questions or comments that you may have, whether it be from today's session or something that is really at the tip of your tongue and you want to get out. I'm just watching the message. I'm refreshing my page just to see if there was any new information posted in the comment section, the page, but the chat box is also there for you. So if you want to ask anything at this point, this is your time to shine. I've been seeing much questions posted since I started. What I've been doing is going through the bank of questions that I had from people who have asked me questions over the past couple of weeks, when from people who've emailed me and just asked me stuff, from conversations that I had with people on social media, and they just asked questions that I think it would be worth addressing. I just collect them all, put them in a spreadsheet, and when we come to these monthly sessions, I just reel through them and answer them again for those of you who are watching. So I'm still looking in the comments to see if there are any questions. No questions at the bottom, no questions in the chat. Let's see, no questions here. All right, I'm still giving you another minute. I promised you 2 minutes. So if you're thinking about what it is that you want to ask, you go ahead and post it there. I'll answer your questions as best as I can, as honestly as possible, so that you are able to, have a greater information. You'll be able to better navigate how to go about earning an income online. And that's my main goal. That's my main purpose when I started this blog last year. I started the blog just to share the information, because at that time, not a lot of people knew that it was really possible to earn any money at all online. It was like taboo. And the first thing that people thought about was scam. So I just created the blog to really share what's out there, to share the legitimate opportunities that are out there, to share with people and stand as proof to say, yes, this is really possible, and I am living in Jamaica and it can happen. You don't have to be in the US, you don't have to be in Canada, you don't have to be in UK or Australia to be earning any money online. You can stay absolutely anywhere in the world as long as you have internet and as long as you have a computer and an email address. You are good to go. Right, so no questions here. I would take it that you guys are just soaking it all in. If I no more questions for today, I'm going to close up for today. The next session is going to be on April 27. That's Monday, April 27 at 10 a.m. on this same page that you're watching. This is where we're going to be. We're going to have another live Q&A session. Please invite all of your friends, share this information on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, post it all over the place, and let all your friends know that this is going to be happening. All right. So I'll see you guys on the 27th. I'm just giving you a couple more seconds. I'm staying here until 11 health have, who is this? Let me see. Oh no, this was from Nicole. All right. So Sandra has posted something, social media training, a video to a link for social media training. But those of you who are watching and are interested, you can go ahead and click to see what it is all about. And yeah, YouTube has a lot of information, by the way. Udemy is excellent. I recommend Udemy simply because Udemy is very organized and strategic about what they do. Their courses are of excellent quality, whether free or paid, and I will always recommend them unless their website just decides to go bad. But YouTube is also a good resource. The only thing with YouTube is that the things on YouTube are not as organized and as structured. Yeah, structured. They're not as structured. You'll find a one video here and a one video there, and then you will have to still be able to sit down to cipher through to information to get what you really want. But don't be afraid to use the internet and research. I said to you earlier, go on Google. Google is going to be your best friend when it comes on to learning about any new opportunity, anything you want to learn online. You can use Google and use that resource to help you to learn about anything really, and even to avoid scams. Just Google something and it will populate. People are not afraid to share their honest opinion about what is out there. So you can use the internet to be able to decipher through that. YouTube, Google, any search engine, and you have your information. You can always sign up for the free ebook here. Once you sign up for the free ebook, then it gives you access to weekly emails that I send out to my subscribers are on my mailing list. You will get access to those emails, and those emails I only share them via email. Let's see where we are. Okay, I'm showing you again where you can get the free ebook. If you go on my blog, if you go to the home page, by the way, oijuice.com, let's just click on the home page, and as it populates, the home page shows you what you will be getting in the free ebook. So at the top here, oh, it is moving so slow today. Right, it just gives you a little graphic, the top 10 legitimate ways to make money online. That's my free ebook. If you click on this video, it will take you to the sign up page. If you click on any of the graphics, it will take you to the sign up page. So this is basically giving you a rundown of what it is that you will be getting in the free ebook. You can click here, click here, or click here to get it. So once you click on that, it takes you to the page where you just submit your name and email, and you are automatically, along with getting the free ebook, you're automatically subscribed to my mailing list. And in my mailing list, you are going to be getting weekly emails that is going to help you to take your income online a little bit further. One email went out this morning, and I'm already getting messages from persons who have been reading them and asking questions about what they entail. So I answer those questions directly via email. So if you email me at any point in time, you can guarantee that I'll respond to your email. If you want to email me, you can use this button right here that says contact. It will take you to the contact page, and you just send me a message. When you submit the information here, it comes right to my email, so I'll get it and I'll respond to you as soon as I possibly can. But if you're on my mailing list, all you need to do is reply to any of the emails that I send you, and I will get that as well. Or you can use the email address that is there in the email. All right, so let me switch over. Where are we? Let me switch back over to here. All right, so I'm going to close up for today, guys. It was awesome hanging out with you. I'm super excited, really, that so many of you showed up. I saw at one point, wait, let me oijuice.com/hangout. I saw at 1.7 people on the chat. They were viewing on the chat, as well as I had some more people on YouTube, because this video is free and live. It is also streaming on YouTube. So we had a couple of people watching on YouTube as well. So thank you guys for staying with me. Thank you guys for checking it out. Please go ahead and sign up for your free ebook. Join my mailing list and you will get access to additional information. All right, remember that I'm going to be posting the links for Payoneer and PayPal once we're finished here. So you can use those links. Check back in about 5 minutes and you can use those links to open your PayPal account as well as get your free Payoneer card. They're both free, by the way, so you don't need to pay any money to have those. The only thing is that with Payoneer, there is a monthly, sorry, there is an annual fee, and the annual fee is not a lot. I believe it was $27, 27 US, and you can make $27 in a week. So to pay that for a year is, I don't think that is much of a big deal. It is as if you had a normal credit card, there's an annual fee. It's the same principle that applies. So check back in a few minutes. I will have those links up. You guys can apply for your account and you can get started. All right. So I'll see you guys on the 27th of April, where we have our next hangout. Invite your friends, tell them to come over and chill out with us. Send in your questions at any time and we'll go through them right here on the live hangout. All right, so that is it for today. I'll see you next month, and I'm just going to type bye in the chat before I go. Bye. See you next month. NEXTMONTH. All right, I'm using one hand, so I'm moving a bit slow. All right, so I just type in the chat box. Bye, guys. See you next month. And thanks again for staying with me for the entire hour. All right, bye-bye, and all the best. Go ahead and go make some money now. Stop.